Dane Hallett has recently been sharing some of the concept art that he created for Alien Romulus, and the latest set of images include his ideas for a juvenile form of the Offspring. On film, we really only saw the creature as a baby in its pod, and when it was found again, it was already massive, standing much taller than Rain and even above the engineers of LV-223. But we learned from Mike of Mike's Monsters that there was an earlier cut of the film, and in it, the Offspring looked pretty much the same, but when it fell out into space and its flesh was tearing away, it was a Xenomorph, a full-on transformation. However, the images here from Dane seem to be from an earlier stage where they weren't yet sure of how the transformation would go. With Dane's Juvenile, we not only get to see the stage that was absent on screen, but we get to see a variety of hybrid designs where the Xenomorph is becoming more and more dominant. And for a bit of reference, Dane worked with Matt Hatton to create David's drawings for Alien Covenant, which are collected in a book called What Else But David's Drawings, which includes this image of an engineered child. Looking to the Romulus concepts, we start with these three, but I'll begin on the left with A striking concept that looks more human in engineer than human in Xenomorph. He looks to be really pissed off, and he still has brown eyes, yet he's showing the signs of the pathogen with the blackened vein on his forehead and the spots of flesh breaking down or changing near his eye and mouth. For B, we have a version where the Xenomorph can be seen growing under the skin. Even the eye sockets are covered with its eyes sunken in or missing. There's a ribbed or lined impression on the cheeks, and pathogen can be seen oozing out of its mouth. With C, we have an image like A, but now the eyes are sunken and are no longer brown, now fully blackened, while the nose is thinning out. The chin area is like that of a Xenomorph, with the mouth full of sharp teeth, as the biomechanical features slowly spread upwards on the face, giving me zombie vibes with this one. The next set, all labeled D, have the trademark inner mouth of the alien, though with only 3 instead of 4 fangs on it, surrounded by an aggressive set of primary teeth. Instead of alien features on the face, it's more of the ribbed look, with small ridges that run above the eyes and wrap around the back of the scalp. The eyes themselves are glossed over and whitened, with the blank stare of a ghost. I love the eyes and textures, but it almost comes off too vampiric, especially with the bloodied face. For E and F, we have a set with biomechanical cowls. On E, curiously, the skin is not pale white here like the engineers, and instead is like a white human, and the top of the head is changed into a faceplate with no eyes, with an almost facehugger-like design with fingers that extend out over the face. Below the chin is an alien's chin, and the neck is showing a skeletal or biomechanical design underneath. With F, it's the engineer shade of white, and the faceplate seems to be underneath, with the eyes still intact, or on top of the skin area with the eyes still intact, or the top skin area is pulled away or receded, but the eyes were left in place. The next two, labeled G and H, to me seem to be a progression of the A face, where we're seeing more of the alien influence come through in the scalp and mouth areas, with darkened eyes in G, and whitened glossed out eyes in H. And then we have I and J. With J, it's a lot like the head labeled A, with the alien jaw breaking free. But with I, the dome of the alien has grown over or out of the head here, and you can still see the sockets underneath like you can with Big Chap. The alien look is almost complete here. The ears just need to peel away, and the skin needs to fall off, or maybe even darken and harden to really go full Xeno. He also did some side profile variants that show some elongation to the head, and an extending inner jaw that was more like the ones on the Deacon and the Neomorph. The first two have a large protrusion on their heads, almost like what's seen with the Romulus chestbursters. And in a second set of images, the bump is the black tinted dome of the alien showing through. These are definitely some interesting images showing the hybrid with various evolutions into something more xenomorphic. What are your thoughts on the concepts? Great work as always to Mr. Hallett, and thanks to you guys for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you next time.